Here we'll talk about nutritional programs. This comes as a long answer in your community medicine. Under this heading, we are going to study 8 different programs. So the first one is Vitamin A Prophylaxis Program. Here we'll discuss this program in 3 points. First, who launched it? Second, what happens in this program? And third one, who is getting benefited by it? First point, it is launched by Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. So before we go further, the first 3 programs which we are going to discuss now, the Vitamin A, Nutritional Anemia and the Iodine Deficiency programs, these are all launched by the same ministry, that is Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. Next 3 programs like Special Nutrition Program, Balwadi and the ICDS are launched by Ministry of Social Welfare. So coming to the first point, it is launched by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. What happens in this program? A single massive dose of oily preparation of vitamin A is given orally to the preschool children 6 months apart, and it becomes an important component of this national program for control of blindness. As we know, this vitamin A causes the night blindness, also xerophthalmia, right? So to prevent this blindness caused because of the vitamin A deficiency, they provide this massive dose of oily preparation of vitamin A for the preschool children every 6 months. So if the child is above 1 year, you can give 2 lakh international units of vitamin A. So coming to the next program, Prophylaxis Against Nutritional Anemia. Again, it is launched by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. Coming to the second point, what happens in the nutritional anemia program? Here we give the fortified salt. The fortification is done with the help of iron. In case of iodine deficiency, we fortify the salt using iodine. So edible salt is converted into iodinized salt. But here, in case of nutritional anemia, there is an iron deficiency. So we fortify the salt with help of iron. And also some cases you can also fortify it along with the iodine and iron, which is called double fortification. So this technology for control of anemia through the iron fortification of common salt is developed by NIN in Hyderabad. So distribution of iron, folic acid tablets is also plays an important role in pregnancy. So they also distribute this iron and folic acid tablets to the pregnant women and the young children through MCH, PHCs and ICDS programs. They distribute this iron and folic acid supplements to the pregnant ladies. Coming to the next program, which is Iodine Deficiency Control Program. So what happened? It's like a story, or remember it like a story. So what happened in 1962, the government of India wanted to identify what are the endemic regions of goiter, like in which states or which places the goiter is very common, it is endemic. So they went on a survey, they identified the endemic regions, and later they found out 145 million people are to be estimated to be living under this endemic regions who are very much prone to the development of goiter. So what they did in 1986, they brought another program which is called Iron Deficiency Control Program. So under this program, they replaced this entire edible salt by the iodinized salt. So now everyone in India takes this iodinized salt, so which helped in preventing many cases of this goiter. In 1962, National Goiter Control Program was launched. The main objective was to identify the endemic areas and supply the iodinized salt to them. But later they found out 145 million people are to be estimated living in these areas and are very much prone to development of goiter. So in 1986, under the Iodine Deficiency Control Program, the main objective was to replace this entire edible salt with the help of iodinized salt. Now coming to the next program, which is Special Nutrition Program. So before we go further, I said this upcoming 3 programs are launched by the Ministry of Social Welfare, right? So this is the first point. It is launched by the Ministry of Social Welfare. Coming to the second one, what is the aim of it? What is the objective of it? So the special nutrition, it provides nutrition to any age group. That is the special point about it. It is not only limited to the children. It can be mothers who are getting benefited by it. It can be children, it can be pregnant ladies, nursing mothers, everyone gets benefited by this. So what happens in this program? So imagine a child less than 6 years and mother who is pregnant or lactating or nursing mother, anyone. So there is one child and one mother. So you give the small bowl of food to the child which has 300 kilocalories of energy, 10 to 12 grams of protein, right? Every day you provide the same bowl to the child. So 300 calories of food along with the 12 grams of protein per child per day is provided through this program. And for the mother, you give a bigger bowl which has 500 kilocalories of energy with 25 grams of protein. And like this, you do it for more than 300 days per year. So this is about Special Nutrition Program. Again, to summarize, the first point, it is launched by the Ministry of Social Welfare. What is the special point about this? It provides nutrition status for all targeted age groups, like children less than 6 years, pregnant, nursing mothers, lactating mothers, anyone. Everyone will be benefited by it. So what do you do in this? You give a small bowl to the child, big bowl to the mother. Small bowl contains 300 calories with 12 grams of protein. Big bowl contains 500 kilocalories with 25 grams of protein. And you give it for 300 days per year. This is about Special Nutrition Program. Coming to the next, Balwadi Nutrition Program. Now it is completely replaced by ICDS. We'll also talk about ICDS later. But coming to the Balwadi nutrition program, the main objective is two things. One, to provide the primary education to the children, and second, to provide the nutrition to the children. Targeted age group is 3 to 6 years children. So what do we provide in this? Again, for the children, we give a small bowl which contains 300 kilocalories with 10 grams of protein per day. Okay, the last point, as we said, it is implemented to the Balwadi, which is also providing primary education to the children, and now it is spaced out because of ICDS. Now coming to ICDS, what is ICDS? It is Integrated Child Development Services. So I want you to imagine 3 age group of members. One is a girl who is in first or second class, then this adolescent or teenage girl 11 to 18 years, and next a pregnant or the lactating mother above 18 years or 21 years, right? So these are the 3 categories of people getting benefited by this ICDS program. Again, the first point, it is launched under Ministry of Social Welfare. Second, I wanted you to imagine these 3 groups of people, right? For the preschool children less than 6 years, what do? You provide a supplementary nutrition. For the adolescent girls, you give vitamin A prophylaxis. So in the adolescents, it has A, so remember it. Vitamin A prophylaxis is given to adolescent girls. And for the pregnant and the lactating mother, provide iron and folic acid distribution. So for the 3 age groups, you are providing 3 different things. So this is about ICDS. And who are involved in this ICDS? There will be staff like Anganwadi workers, Mahila Mandals, Mukhya Sevikas, and CDPOs like Child Development Project Officers. Now coming to the main program, midday meal program. We all heard it in our school, right, in the social studies. So it is a school lunch program. So it is launched by Ministry of Education. Remember it, education. So objective is to attract more children into the schools, not only attract them but to retain them for the longer hours so that they can give them some education along with the nutrition. And this nutrition should be supplementary. It should not substitute the whole day's diet, It should just be a supplementary, like an add-on. And it should supply at least 1/3 of the energy and half of the protein content in the daily eating levels. And the cost should also be low. It should be easily prepared at the schools with the locally available foods can be used. And the menu should be changed frequently. If not, the child would come to the school for the same roti and dal every day, right? So the menu should be changed every day to avoid this monotony. The number of feeding days is minimum 250 days per year. Coming to the next, midday meal scheme. It is also known as Pradhan Mantri Poshan Scheme. It comes under the Ministry of Human Resource and Development. So what does the Pradhan Mantri want to do? They want to develop our nation, right? Using our human resources. So somehow remember, it comes under Ministry of Human Resource and Development. Objective, it is same like the previous thing we discussed, but here there is universalization of the primary education by increasing enrollment of the children into the schools, by increasing their retention, not only retention but also attendance. They want them to come every day. The end, what does it impact on? It impact on the nutrition of the child and also primary education for the child. So here again, we provide 300 calories of the meal with 8 to 12 grams of protein content is provided for the children. Suggestions in making this food, for example, you can use whole wheat instead of normal wheat. You can prepare a single dish instead of multiple dishes. You can prepare a single dish which has high energy and the protein content. And cereal to the pulse ratio should be ranging from 3:1 to 5:1. Sprouts and pulses should be added every day. Leafy vegetables are properly washed and cutted before using them. Fermented products like dosha and idli also should be added into the diet. And avoid overcooking and avoid oil left over from the frying. Iodinized salt or the fortified salt should be used. Leftover rice water and carrot tops which has nutrients in it can be used. So this is about midday meal scheme and this is about nutrition programs in India. This comes as a long answer. Just mention about this 8 programs and mention in the points I've discussed below. The first 3 comes under Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. The next 3 comes under Ministry of Social Welfare. And the midday meal program comes under Ministry of Education. Midday meal scheme, it is a Pradhan Mantri Poshan Scheme, Human Resource and Development. Bye.